What is your life about anyway? Nothing but a struggle to become someone. Nothing but a running from your own silence. This whole life, for many people, we spend running around being someone. Being someone for our friends, for our parents, proving ourselves. Getting this job, proving ourselves for our coworkers, our boss. Trying to get that degree, proving ourselves to our peers in the grades that we get, proving ourselves to our parents once again that we're doing well. Then we finish our degree and feel like we have to work, we have to make a career, build a career. We have to get that promotion. We have to get that specific job that we want. Also that we can prove ourselves and do well so that we can make money. And then often, first of all, the money is to sustain ourselves, but then it is also to buy extra things to gain social status, especially for the people that desire to make a lot of money. What is that desire about? It's to gain social status. It is to impress others. It is to show others that we've made it. Then we go to the gym. We want to look good. We want to be fit. Also so that others can perceive us in a certain way, be more impressed by us, by our beauty. Then we get work done, maybe on our face, on our body, also to look better, also for better social status. And it's like this whole life, the only purpose starts to become to be someone, to be of value. And inherently, subconsciously and collectively, we have linked our value to our achievements, right? How we perceive someone. We will look at what they have achieved. What job do they have? Maybe even how do they look? So there's no inherent value for just existing. But think about this. When you were born as a baby, let's say you had a loving parent, or if you didn't, think about the loving eyes of God. He just looked at you and you didn't need to do anything. You didn't need to achieve anything. Just your mere existence, your beingness, was enough to deserve love. That's it. But then you grow up, you go to school, you meet peers, and your parents suddenly expect you to also do well in school, and after that to get this job, to make that money, to do all of this running around to become someone. We've forgotten the inherent value, the enoughness with just being, just existing. Why can this not be enough? And this is particularly of importance when actually the only importance in how we view ourselves. It is not about others. Maybe our parents don't think we're just enough without our degrees and things. Maybe other people don't think you're enough without this job, without this status. Maybe your friends wouldn't even hang out with you anymore if you didn't have any money or any of that. But none of that matters. It's not about the external world. I'm talking to you. Why can you not be enough for you without any of the outside things? Why can you not just feel good about yourself, be happy with yourself for just existing? Now, I'm asking the impossible here because we don't get taught this. We don't see examples in our life, in society, of people that praise you for just existing, for breathing. But this is really, we are meant to relearn, where we can just be okay with existence on its own. And this is, in essence, why we do spiritual practice, where we just sit in silence, or we do yoga in silence, and we come back to our inner self, and we find this silence, and we learn to be okay with that silence. And that can take hours of practice, that can take years of practice even. Time is not the relevant component here. We learn to just be. And you know what we crave most as humans? The thing we crave most is joy and peace. Think about some hobbies that you really enjoy doing. Why do they feel so good to you? It's because they engage all of your attention. They get you out of the mind. That is how we can experience joy. When there is just complete presence, complete okayness with the present moment. Now we live in cities, we live in the Western world perhaps. And we try to find this joy, this peace. We try to find this silence, and we do all of these things. You know, we watch Netflix, we go for dinner, we go to the cinema, we go see our friends. All of these things on the outside, looking for joy, looking for joy, looking for pleasure. Now, we've already all in the Western world come to realize that that isn't enough. Right? We cannot just have joy when we sit with our friends. We need substances for that. Let's be honest, there's not a single social gathering in the West, in the UK, where I've lived, in the Netherlands, probably in the US and wherever in the West, where we have a gathering, a party or a social event without substances. So it's already very clear, it's like direct empirical evidence that we are not able to find that joy by just being, even when it is with distraction, even when it is with our friends. The beingness is not enough here, we need the substances to numb. It's because we are trying to find joy and peace on top of everything we have built, on top of the material. And we keep looking for it, but it's like we have built on top of it, we have hidden it. Because real, pure joy and silence is when you're out in nature, pure nature, and you hear that silence. You don't have your phone, you don't have any distractions, you don't even have company, maybe you're completely alone. And that's when you find that silence. And that's when you suddenly realize that this beingness is enough. And that can make one feel so happy, so at peace. So we've built this whole world in the West. We've built these cities, we've built these attraction events, we built all of these things to do. Yet as a human, we feel most calm when there's none of that. Isn't that crazy? Mind you that in society which is driven by the economy is the most important things. Do you realize that every single individual that is participating in that is purely living from their survival instincts? Everyone that lives to make money, including the billionaires, including every scale of income, everyone that lives for money is acting and living from their survival instinct. Then you might think, well, billionaires, they have way more money than just what they need to survive, right? They have way more money than just needing to buy food. But what do they use the rest of the money for? Social status. Now, social status is a very inherent part of our human nature, also driven by our survival instinct, to fit in, to be part of the group, to assert dominance. It's all survival instinct. So what I'm saying here is that we as a human species, driven by the economy, are no different than street dogs who are walking around living for gathering food everywhere. We live from our primary survival instinct. We live like animals. In other words, we live from our ego, our desires, completely disacknowledging that we are way more powerful than that. We are human spirits. We are spirits incarnated in a human body. We have incredible powers, psychic powers, manifestation powers, creation powers. We have telepathy. There is a lot more magic that we can do that I won't go into here because then I might get very controversial. We can literally heal people with our hands. I've seen it happen. We are energy beings. We have chakras. We have life force energy flowing through us. Yet we completely disacknowledge that, we're completely unaware of it, and we live like very simple animals, living from our survival instinct. Now, all I want to achieve with this video for you is a little bit of that awareness, and for you to start asking the question, why, with everything that you do. Why am I doing this? Why am I going to this job? Why am I doing this thing to impress my friends or my parents? Why am I doing this? Am I doing this to prove myself? Or am I doing this from my heart? Am I doing this from my survival instinct? Or am I doing this from passion and excitement? And another thing that is important is practicing with silence, practicing with being enough with just existing. Start meditating. Don't make it too complicated. Just close your eyes for 20 minutes. Sit. And see how hard it is to just be for 20 minutes. See how hard it is maybe in the beginning. Because you crave this distraction and you crave this thing. But as long as you keep denying that, you keep telling yourself, nope, my existence is just enough. Let me just sit here and be with myself. A lot of emotional purging might happen, emotions that we haven't been acknowledging might come out. This is good. These things need to come out. And that's how we slowly start to practice with just existing. Being enough. Being. Stopping the need to become someone. And just be. And feel like that is enough. I have a very interesting, comprehensive manifestation course where in 5 weeks I guide you through this identity shift to step from your present moment self into your highest future self. It's a very comprehensive course. It's really for the people that need that guidance of where to start and how to get to my manifestation in a period of 5 weeks. Daily practices, daily journaling, my guidance through Q&A and chat. So check the link in the description if you want to find out more about that. Thank you for listening to me. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments what you think, and I'd love to read your opinion about some of these controversial things, or just share with me how this video made you feel. I love to read it, and I'd love to see you in my next video. Sending you much, much love.